Yo, this is the last video in this sequence. Then I get to lift some weights and, play with the kids. Be beautiful. Check it out. I'm Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, tbkc, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. Now, this is funny to me. I put up the video of this dog, Golden Child. I think it's Golden Child or Golden Boy. I think it's Golden Child. And it was many storylines that went through this post. I mean, many. I've seen my one man, I won't put his name out there. Y'all start spamming him. But the dog couldn't walk, basically. He was walking very, very stiff. So, now, you had people jump on there. I was there, and he had just got pulled, and he was trying to get his junk up. Then you had other people on there. Man, he a great producer, and he a great tool, and y'all always hating on dogs and this, that, and the other. Then you had about 150 to 200 people like, man, this is bullshit. Those are my people. I agree with them. Now, I tell y'all, the video shows him having trouble to walk. And okay, so even, and my homie who jumped on there, he said that every time somebody talk about the dog, he got a sprain or he got an injury that's stopping him from walking. That shit killed me because he's like, it's a different sprain. How has he always got a sprain? But with all that being said, it was a big key point that was missed in that video. And I'm going to hit from two angles. First of all, okay, let's say he had a sprung ankle or leg or whatever the hell y'all trying to say he had. If he had this sprain that y'all were talking about, or he had a sprain, it was all messed up. He had a sprain. If he had this, right? If he had this, would that be the cause for his stiff stifles? He couldn't move his stifles. Would that be the cause for his elongated back and high rear? Would that be the cause for his bowed legs and turned in feet? I could go on. See, this is what I'm saying is that, and I said this in a previous video, I've collected a dog about 1 million times in this lifetime. I mean, literally, I've collected dogs all the time. One of the things that I've never had a true problem with is seeing their conformation fall apart when they bust a nut. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. This dog, no matter what, you know what I mean? And that's where some of the other people, they bowed out and they said, oh yeah, man, he's just a tool. He's a good tool to do this. He's a good tool to do that. I said, okay, he's a tool. We'll go along with the tool thing. He's a tool. But my question is, tool for what? And I've talked to y'all about this many a times, his great productions. I don't trust you motherfuckers when y'all get to talking about somebody has a great production. I've seen the dogs that y'all call great, and they're not great. They're far from great, and y'all should be ashamed of yourself for even mentioning the word great with them. See, a great dog has basically perfect type conformation. We're not talking about great dogs with high rears. We're not talking about great dogs that can't move in the rear. We're not talking about great dogs with breathing issues. We're not talking about great dogs with seriously bowed legs, which leads to 5 or 6 flaws if you heard me talk about that. And even when you talk about the productions and y'all start talking about grand champions, I've literally seen a grand champion that needed to be iced down in the ring, that had a high rear, that had screwed up fronts, couldn't breathe, couldn't move well. I've seen that. I've seen seen a couple grand champions with kink tails, high rears, and were pissing and shitting on themselves in the ring. So the grand champion title means absolutely nothing to me. The truth of the matter is that when you start talking about a tool, and I'm going to hammer down on this, to all of you exotic people, I was about to say something else, but to all you exotic people, to all of you American bully people, to all of you extreme people who believe in the term tool, get it out your vocabulary. The very essence of the word tool is an object that is used to fix and build things. It is an oxymoron to say that you're going to have a tool that comes with problems, that breaks things down. You're taking a dog that comes in with at least 5 visual issues physically, and you're saying that he is a tool. What is he fixing? because I am going to hammer down on this, and y'all going to probably be pissed off at me. But since y'all reported me, we just going to go all in on tomorrow. So y'all see some shit that I'm going to post up tomorrow. And it's probably going to get about 30, I'm guessing right now about 30,000 views and about 10,000 comments probably. I wouldn't say that many, but it's going to get a lot because I'm gonna go there. You know, I'm going to go there. I'm going to be out of Facebook jail tomorrow around noon. Fuck y'all. But anyway, with all that being said, it's just, we have to change our mindsets. Why would I use a dog with messed up feet because he has a nice rear? It's stupid. So what am I now going to do? Am I adding the feet or am I adding the rear? You can't control genetics like that. Why would I add a dog that has horrible breathing problems because he has a nice head structure or he has a nice short muzzle? What am I adding? Am I adding the phenotype of the head, or am I adding the breathing problems, or am I adding both? See, you go backwards every time you add bad genetics. That's why you eliminate bad genetics. At no point, we are the only community, I won't even say breed, we're the only community who actually believes in this theory of adding the flaws of a dog and hoping that we only take away the good of a dog. It is the silliest thing, and it is one of the reasons why, if you ask me, has there been any progress with all your tool use in the exotic community? Because I can honestly tell you, your dogs are getting worse. The lifespans are getting shorter. The dogs are getting more and more crippled. This is why I have like 9 million videos and examples of the dogs getting worse. So how are your tools working for you? Extreme, how are your tools working for you? When the extreme class first came about, you had Dax, which was horrible, but then you got a little bit better with Magoo, and Magoo was a lot better dog than Dax. Then what happened? We went to Mr. Beans, pretty fucking terrible. Then we came to Beanstalk, Cyclops, and he was way worse than, he's way worse than Beans. And it's getting worse as we moved on to now the dogs like the Rocco lines, where it's part exotic, part American Bully, and they don't live for 3 years. How are your tools working for you guys? Breeding is about eliminating flaws and about making the gene pool better. If you want more neck, but this dog has flaws, go find a dog that doesn't have all the issues and brings a big neck to the table. If I want more size, I'll just add more size from a good dog and not bring in any issues, just add the size. It might not be a big name dog that everybody wants to pay me $10,000 because I've used his name, but I will be able to make quality. This is how I've done this for now a quarter of a century. Such a young man to be doing this shit for a quarter of a century, but this is how you do it. You're doing it now from the, I'm doing it now from the level that literally, you know, I've had ups and downs, and I've been able to keep my kennel clean as I present y'all dogs and I show y'all dogs over and over again that are champing out. I think in the last, since Hallie was the first champion, every single year, one of our dogs have made a champion in a registry or two. Every single year. And we don't breed like these other guys. I haven't been capable of breeding like these other guys. Sometimes I plan breedings, I never get them done. Now I'm getting them done. But we've always had championship dogs. They never liked us. They don't like me now. They literally play with my paperwork and make me have to get indignant and call lawyers and everything else. But the truth of the matter is that, and I'm not bragging, I'm just being real with y'all. Quality overrides everything. You see the structure and the quality of Marco Suarez's dogs because he sticks with it. You see the quality and the structure in Oscar Gomez's dog because he sticks with it. You see the same thing from Carlton Pratt, and y'all know those are my 3 guys that I always put up there. But these brothers stick with the program and they do what they're supposed to do by the breed. They don't sell the breed out. And you see a quality because they're not adding a bunch of ugly genetics and hoping that they get something better. They stick with great genetics and let the selective breeding process continue to elevate their kennels. I'm going to breed 2 very good quality dogs out of this, and I might only get 1 serious beast out of this litter. But that serious beast is the one. He's the true champion. He's the true grand champion that we're going to use his genetics to push us forward. We'll find a bitch that comes out of a litter and she has those characteristics. She's the one. Now we use her genetics and her characteristics to push us forward. This is the proper way to build a breed. This is the proper way to build a program. A program where you are taking the patience, the science, and everything that it entails to be a breeder, and you're pushing forward to make a superior animal without the health defects, without the conformation defects, without the temperament defects. That's why this thing isn't easy. You can make as many banners and you can call people great at this and, you know, and all this marketing shit. But at the end of the day, can you make a dog that if we really sat down and broke this dog down, you don't have to make excuses for? That's the goal. If you can stop making excuses for your dog, you know you're hitting on something. I'll just leave it at that, man. Y'all, the game is fucked up, but y'all gotta understand that this whole tool theory that y'all using, it's an excuse to use fucked up dogs, and it's costing the game more and more because their genetics are growing. It's not getting smaller, it's growing. All of y'all tools, that word tools that y'all keep using, is growing. The only tools that could be used is, say, for instance, a great conformation Staffy or a great conformation Pit Bull, where you're adding health. See, you're adding all positives. The only thing you're losing is the size that you want, but you can add size and health back in. Once you destroy conformation and health, it's always there. You're always fucking it up. Now you're in the process of doing 4 or 5 generations to try to wean that shit out. But guys, until tomorrow morning, I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to get in here and I'm going to make this gem cry for me. Until next time, y'all, much love. God bless you. Peace.